It's November and it is time for a harvest flower arrangement. We're going to be using these ceramic pumpkins to create a look with these flowers. I have a few extras left over from years past that may be added. But let's start with this pumpkin. As you can see, it has a little insert that we're going to use. We'll put our foam inside of it. We just need to trim the foam down. All right, we're inserting our foam. We're going to bevel our edges with our floral foam knife. I like beveling the edges. It gives different surface areas for you to insert your flowers. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to place our cap. It has a good ledge on the side of it and a little hole where you can take this dowel rod and insert it into your foam. So I'm just going to press against that. The foam's going to grip against it, and then I'm going to take my dowel rod and then I'm going to insert it through that little hole, and it's going to hold that into place. Once I've done that and I got it all secure, I'm going to take some branch cutters and I'm going to clip the end of that dowel rod so it's not sticking up. I like to leave a little extra, that way I know that it's secure. The next thing we're doing is we're going to take some Leucadendron and we're going to insert right there at a catty corner from the lid of the container. On the other side of the lid, we're going to take a sunflower and insert it right there. So I'm creating a line between the two. The last thing I'm going to do is insert a rose right there at that back corner. And now I've created a triangle, as you can see. There's our triangle. For our button mums, and you can see I'm separating them. I wanted to show you this because sometimes you have leftovers, and I take a little flower hospital and I insert extras afterwards that can be utilized later in other arrangements. Here I am. I'm just going to start taking these little button mums and inserting them into the empty spaces. These are filler flowers, so we're using them to fill in those empty spaces. I like to have little color groupings in there. So I have a little maroon cluster here. I'm going to take my bronze colored daisy palms and I'm going to put right there on that side. And then I will take a few extras and kind of scatter them about to give it a little bit of variety. Insertion is going to be our Hypericum berries. They're great, but make sure you take all the leaves off of them. These are going to be inserted right here at the top in the very center of the arrangement. Next thing is our solidago. We're going to, I like to say, shave the legs of our solidago before we insert them into our arrangement so that we have a solid insertion. Here we are. They are a filler. We're just going to take and put them in the gaps that need to be filled. I like to keep things in shape, so like a triangle would be great. We could insert it here or at the back, but I chose to put mine up near the cap of the arrangement. We're using leather leaf as our greenery, and we're going to clip what I like to call little bat wings off the bottom, and we're going to utilize those bat wings in areas of our arrangement. First, I'm going to take and I'm going to back up my sunflower with the end of the leather leaf piece, and then I'm going to take those little bat wings and I'm going to insert them in some spaces where you can see the underwear of our arrangement or the foam. We don't want to see the foam. So here is what we have. Make sure we don't have any holes. And this is when we get to start adding our accents, a little something extra to give our arrangement some pizzazz. I had some dried oak leaves left over from arrangements in the past, and so I'm just taking them and inserting them in those areas where they need a little extra something or to cover up my underwear of my arrangement. Something else that you can add to a fall arrangement is moss. You just find an empty space and you can insert it with a greening pin. If you don't have a greening pin, you can take some wire and bend it into a pin and insert it. Make sure that your mechanics are covered. Sometimes a silver greening pin will show through on your moss. And if you remember my little dowel rod piece that I had kind of sticking up, I'm going to take some cold adhesive glue, and I'm just going to take a little bit of glue, put on there, and then I will take that little piece of leaf and cover it up so that way all of my mechanics are hidden. Something else that you can add to your arrangement that I had left over from years past is I had some dried curly willow, and I'm just going to take those branches and I'm going to insert them throughout my arrangement, giving a good element of line for this arrangement. Some of the last things that you're going to want to do for your arrangement is you're going to want to give it a good spray of leaf shine and also coat it with Crowning Glory. And as always, mark it for your program. I have a business card that we insert into each arrangement so that way when we're delivering, everyone knows that it came from the Tiger Lily. And that is how to make this arrangement. Thank you for watching, and remember to like and subscribe. See you on the next one.